Well, we've been given a lineup which suggests a 3-6-1 formation. Jim?
Well, in truth, this system can very quickly transform itself into 5-4-1. The widest midfielders will certainly operate as wing-backs once they have to defend, and so either way, this seems to be a move towards the conservative and prioritising a clean sheet, but it certainly doesn't take away from what they can achieve at the other end.
So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. The keeper gets his hands on it. Gradit. Haidara. Saint-Maximin. Now it's Thauvin. Out of play for a throw. Haidara. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Dembele, straight out towards the right wing. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's Dembele. Decent chance! Fabian Ruiz. And here's Doué. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. Edouard does really well to win the ball there. And here's the chance to counter. Edouard has got himself a free kick. Edouard! An early chance there, first of the game.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Now he's off and running. He's got away. Dembele. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Gradit can get it clear. Saint-Maximin wins the duel this time. Can he spark a counter here? And he welcomes it in. Tacho gets across to intercept that. Keeper's got good distance on that. Saint-Maximin. Thauvin. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Doué. Tries to cross. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good spread. Hakimi. Oh, can he finish? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Saint-Maximin. And it's Haidara. Thauvin proves too strong. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Pacho. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Looking for a decent ball in. Hakimi plays it in. Here comes another chance! Well, that is asking for trouble. There are a few waiting for it. He's got to be in here. Doué. Fabian Ruiz. Great chance! Well read, nice interception. And they can counter here. Gradit. Sima. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kvaratskhelia. Haidara. Paris Saint-Germain playing high up the pitch here, very much taking the front foot approach. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Forwards and with intent. It's DEMBELE! And he's heaved it away. Physical challenge. So what can they make of this? There will be a throw-in. And it's Dembele. Dembele.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Thomas. And here's Edouard! Marquinhos. Doué. Played out to the right. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's there to clear it. Saint-Maximin. And it's Thauvin. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kvaratskhelia. And that has been clubbed away. Aimed in towards a header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kvaratskhelia crosses it in. And it's played forward. It's an exciting looking ball, that. Oh, look at the space here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Lens presented with a golden opportunity here. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Sima. Sarr shifted upfield. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Kvaratskhelia, Doué played out to the left flank. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Thomason. Thauvin, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Edouard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! And he has kept it out somehow.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Doué. And here's Dembele. Dembele! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's tried his best to keep it in play here. João Neves, and here's Kvaratskhelia. In with the challenge. Sarr, Sima. Thomason. Now it's Thauvin. Fabian Ruiz, aim forwards. Played back to the goalkeeper. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Sarr. Sima. Thomas. Played back in. Mendes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Dembele. Over to the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good play through for the wide man. Thauvin. Tacho gets it away. Fabian Ruiz, gently done. Doué. Moved on forwards, picks it up out wide. Danger averted for now. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Pacho gently done. That has been knocked clear. Vitinha. And he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. Marquinhos. Oh, it's DEMBELE! And it's come back out to him. They've done it! Doué did well there. He was onto it in a trice.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Muscular approach does pay off here. That looks a cracking ball. Real chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
João Neves. Out to the right. Cross from Hakimi. And that has been cleared. Gradit. Sima. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Sima, he has found the way through, and he whips it in. Saint-Maximin. Lens can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Pacho, lofted upfield. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. Great defending, strong and determined. Gradit. Aim forwards. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Doué. It's run loose here. Gradit. And it's played forward. Haidara. Sarr. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia puts too much behind that. Pacho. Oh, nicely intercepted. Sarr. Seema. And it's Thomason. Ball's gone out of play. Now that's well seen too. João Neves, forwards and with intent. And here's Edouard! Marquinhos. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha shifted upfield. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. Great challenge, time to perfection. And he's there to get it away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Calmly anticipates. Pacho, gently done. Kvaratskhelia. Mendes looking to hit the byline here. Sarr is there and he can get that clear. Mendes looking to run onto it. That's well blocked and back out it comes. Throw it. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. So who's he picking out? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gets good distance on it. Haidara. Sarr. Thomason. Thomason played out towards the right wing. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Marquinhos. Mendes goes forward. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Tovan. Well timed, excellent interception. Vitinha. Marquinhos aim forwards. Nuno Mendes up towards the front line. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Radit. Saint-Maximin moved on forwards. Pacho. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Seema. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Mendes, gently done. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Haidara. Tovin. Tacho gets it clear. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, good spread. That's really well manoeuvred. Tovin. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz forwards and with intent. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Sima moved on forwards, calmly anticipates. João Neves shifted upfield. Kvaratskhelia. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's nice. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Radit attempts a clearance. Saint-Maximin, long ball upfield. João Neves, spread out to the left. Vitinha. And it's Doué. Doué, aim forwards. Kvaratskhelia. Can he deliver? Tovin. Saint-Maximin. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz forwards and with intent. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Haidara. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Doué. And it's Thomason. And here's Edouard. Lovely feet. Edouard has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Toma!
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. The second half then, just getting going. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. And that has been cleared. Vitinha. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And he's there to clear it. Dembele. And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Dieter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Lens are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Saint-Maximin. Hit into the middle. And that's been well dealt with. Haidara! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Tries a shot! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Lovely bit of skill. And here's Kvaratskhelia. It's DEMBELE! Oh, they could be caught out here. Mendes delivers the ball.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Ruiz. Vitinha. Now it's Vitinha. Mendes delivers with whip.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Moved on forwards. Pacho. Nuno Mendes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Struck first time. No, not quite.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Thomas. And it's played forward. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. Dembele! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Sima. Tovan, now he's off and running. Haidara, aim forwards. Showing good feet. Tovan, shapes to shoot! Tries to get it clear. João Neves. Next Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Haidara tries to clear. That's Doué. It's anyone's ball now. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha thinks one through. Nuno Mendes. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. This might spell danger. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia
Kvaratskhelia usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
And here's Doué. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Sima. Now it's Tovat. Tovat laid out to the left flank. Saint-Maximin. There's the shot! There was plenty of power on that. Nuno Mendes. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Thomas. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Now, what's he got in mind? Vitinha. Dembele. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Said. Hakimi is there, and he can get that clear. Tacho shifted upfield. Gradit. Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin forwards and with intent. Over to the left. Saint-Maximin. Chance to play it in. And it's Haidara. Is there any support? He might not need it. That's really well manoeuvred. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Doué. Sarr. Sima. Moved on forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Vitinha has created one goal already. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Doué. It's a loose ball. Saint-Maximin. Gradit, gently done. Moved on forwards. Aim forwards. Mendes concedes a free kick for that. Nice control. And here's Edouard. Edouard! That's a waste.
Edouard clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Mendes shifted upfield. get a throw in. Ooh, delicate chip through. Defending of the desperate variety. Corner. Vitinha goes short. Fabian Ruiz. Climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Edouard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Dembele. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's Doué. Good challenge, excellent challenge. He can get that clear. Gradit did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Sima. That's good play. Now it's Thomason. Thomason's cross. Tacho tries to clear. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Dembele. Now that's well seen too. Sarr. Sima. Knowles throwing about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. And back to the keeper they go. Tacho. Fabian Ruiz. Doué. Fabian Ruiz providing an outlet on that flank. Tovan. He's going to be disappointed with that. Kvaratskhelia! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they're back in front. So that goal then.
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead. Sarr. Edouard chasing after it. Edouard is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Doué. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well timed, excellent interception. Tovan. Haidara. Haidara. Tovar. Haidara in acres of some mighty effort! And that was very necessary. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Said's cross. Tacho clears it away.
Well, it's definitely the right...
Edouard! It's in! Laws are all square. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on it, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Kvaratskhelia.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Haidara. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nicely intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tacho. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. And it's played forward. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. Mendes forwards and with intent. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to think it through. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Hakimi. Oh, can he get onto this?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hakimi getting this one clear.
Really deserve full marks for effort, though. It's clear they want to win this.
It's DEMBELE! Oh, that is rather wayward.
How about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Hakimi. And it's Doué. Nice looking ball.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nuno Mendes. Hakimi. Vitinha moved on forwards. That has been knocked clear. Vitinha. Out to the left it goes. Caught offside that time.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Hakimi. Marquinhos. Over to the left. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Hakimi charging forward down that flank. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's there to clear it. It's Ruiz. Vitinha. That's going to go a long way. Back into the middle. Kvaratskhelia!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Edouard looks to get on the end of this. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos, and he goes cross-field. Hakimi. Doué. Kvaratskhelia! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Kvaratskhelia fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Could be danger here. And it's played forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Played out to the right. And it's Hakimi. Doué played out to the left flank. Cross goes in there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nuno Mendes. It's over. And here's Edouard. Haidara spread out to the left. And back out it comes.
Lens really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Saint-Maximin. Gradit. Thomasson played with finesse.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's a good foot in there. Tovin. He's in plenty of space here. That's a throw. Thomasson. And here's Haidara. Saint-Maximin. And here's Tovin. And here's Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin. Referee has seen that as a dive.
Well, he knows very well that was never a foul. He has made himself look ridiculous.
Hakimi, Pacho, Vitinha, Marquinhos.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
It'll be a throw-in. Kvaratskhelia. Gradit clears it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Haidara, Saint-Maximin, Edouard, now he's off and running. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Nuno Mendes. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Out for a throw. Thomasson, that's a delicate pass. Said. And that's aimed into the middle. Hakimi with the clearance. Lens have to get it into the box and quickly. Said. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Does really well to win the ball there. Good take, and is he in? Doué. Big chance! Saint-Maximin. That's a nicely weighted pass. Might be danger here. Vitinha. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Hakimi. João Neves. Vitinha. Pacho. Marquinhos. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Sarr shifted upfield. And now the breakaway. Vitinha. João Neves. So time is nearly up. One final and a chance! Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Dembele. Over to the left. Out of play for a goal kick. Mendes gets across to intercept that. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So we head for...